Good day, everyone. So, today we shall be learning a topic titled Freehand Sketching. Freehand sketching simply is the act of communicating object quickly using a pencil or only pen without drawing instrument. So, it's the art of communicating with object shapes using just pencil or pen without any other drawing instrument. Okay, so when we say freehand sketching, it's just simply the quickest method to communicate an object shape to others using only a pen or a pencil. So, what is the advantage of freehand sketching then? It helps reduce the amount of writing to describe an object. So, it makes communication more efficient. Instead of writing and writing and writing and writing and writing, one simple object will give the full information. Okay, as you can see, this is an example of what freehand sketching. Okay, so let us now look at some of the things we need for freehand sketching. Number one, if you want to sketch a straight line, how do you go about it? Firstly, a straight line simply is the shortest distance between 2 points. Okay, you can see this is example of a straight line. This is another example of a straight line. Okay, so you're going to master the fundamental techniques in drawing a straight line. Number one, if you're going to draw a straight line, you're going to sketch a straight line rather. Number one is to mark your targets. Okay, so what do you mean by this? You make a dot, as you can see here. You make a dot on your paper or a dash on the right side of your paper. Okay, so you place a dash or dot on the right side of the paper. As you can see, this dot here at the right side. That's the first step in sketching a straight line. Second step is to draw with focus. So you start from the left hand side of the paper and then you start drawing the mark with your eyes fixed on this target, which is the end point. So having marked your target at the right hand side, you go back with your pencil to the left hand side of the paper and you begin to draw with your eyes focused on your target, and then you join it to the other point. Then that gives you a straight line. Okay, so how do you get this? Because the first attempt definitely will not give you the results. All right, first attempt will not give you the result. Look at it now. By the time I try for the first time, look at what I will get. Let me just try this now. This is a point here. Okay, at my right target, at my right hand side, that's my target. Then I begin to draw a straight line like this. My eyes is focused on my target. Okay, my eyes is focused on my target. Now, because this is a computer work, it has straightened the line for me. But ordinarily, if you are doing it manually, you won't get a perfect line like this for the first time. So you have to repeat this until your muscle memory perfect how to draw the straight line. Okay, so I will say that. How do you sketch a curve? Want to sketch a curve with your pencil or with your pen? Okay, very simple too. Curves require straight point placement to achieve smooth flowing lines. Okay, so you have to also start with what? Place marking points. Okay, you mark dashes or dot at different level, spaced closely together. As you can see, look at different point. There is one point. It's another point here. Okay, it's another point here. It's another point. It's another point. It's another point. So you mark dot or point at different levels and space them closely together. Then the last step is to join the point together. Of course, these ones are not properly joined. Okay, so you're going to join the point together. Just take your hand, free sketch, and begin to join the point together like this, like this, like this, as you can see. join like this, join like this, join like this, join like this. So, and then you have smoothly sketch your curve. All right. So, having said that, again, how do you sketch a circle? If you want to sketch a circle, very simple too. There are just 3 steps to this. Okay. The first step is to draw equal diameters. Okay. So you sketch diameter that are faint. You could see here. You draw different equal diameter. This is one diameter of a circle. You sketch it with a fainted line. Okay, fainted dotted lines are different strategy, but ensure that each of the diameter cross each other. This one crossing this, and this other one crossing this one. This is another diameter of a circle crossing this one, but make sure that they have equal length. For example, if this particular line is let me show this. So if this particular line, for example, now is two 2 centimeters, or okay, let's say 3 centimeter, then the other one that you are going with drawing, make sure they are broken lines. Okay, they are also what, 2 centimeter. You draw this one, also 2 centimeter, but they must all be intersecting at a point as is being shown on this diagram here. So if you look at it very well, you will observe that there are broken lines. So these are equal diameter. This is 2 centimeter. Let's say this 2 centimeter. This also must be 2 centimeter. This also must be 2 centimeter. But they must all cross one another at a point here. That's the first stage. And ensure that they are what? They are broken lines. Then having done that, then you now connect the end point of these lines, their endpoint. This first line, now look at the endpoint of this one. Okay, let me show the indication. So this is one line here, as you can see. You can see this one line. All right. So this is endpoint. Let's indicate that. So this is the endpoint here. This is the endpoint. This is the other endpoint. Okay. So what we are saying essentially is that this other one too, by the time you join the point together, their endpoint, you begin to join them together. So the endpoint of this join to the endpoint of the other one, the endpoint of this other line join to the endpoint of this one, like that. By the time you go round, 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 you find out that your result will be a circle. And like I said earlier, you keep repeating this, because when you are doing freehand sketching, practice matters. Okay, you keep repeating this until you get a perfect circle. All right. So I will say that let's also learn how to sketch a square box. Well, if you want to sketch a square box, there are 2 ways of sketching. We have the isometric method and we have the oblique method. This is a sample of isometric method. In isometric method, you sketch in a way that the box is tilted at angle 45 degrees to the horizontal. You can see this is the front view, and then the side view is also same. But for isometric view, the angle of tilting is 45 degrees both at the right hand side and at the left hand side. Okay, that's the first method of sketching a box. Of course, these are vertical lines, horizontal line, and then you also have your diagonal lines too. All right. So very simple. If you are going to do this, all you need to do is, first of all, isometric method is, first of all, draw your normal front face. You draw a straight line like this to your rectangle. You draw a rectangle. Draw a rectangle this way. All right. Having done that, then you now get your set square. Okay, you extend this straight line. Okay, then you get your set square to get angle 45 degree. Let's get a ruler. So this is a ruler. Okay. So when you get your ruler and bring it here, you can rotate it to 45 degree. All right. So you can rotate it to 45 degree. This is 15. This is 45. So having done that, then you can now move to that angle. This angle 45 now. With your, in this case, you use your set square. I don't have a set square. That's I'm using a ruler and a computer angle. So this is at angle 45 degree. I can now get my pencil and mark out that 45 degree. Okay, and that's perfect. You can see now. So that is it. And then the rest you draw with your line, with your pencil to get your isometric view. Now the difference between the isometric view and the oblique view is that for the isometric view, you have 45 degree, you have the line receding at 45 degree on the right hand side and on the left hand side. But for the oblique view, the angle 45 degree is only receding at the right hand side of the box. All right, and then you have the the front view being the true shape. Here we have the exact shape of that object. Why here it is not the exact shape of the object, it only look like it. All right, so this is the way of sketching excuse me, a square box. All right, I haven't said it. Let us now learn how to sketch irregular shapes. Regular shapes, are just shapes that don't have a definite look, but then they are formed by a combination of regular shape. Okay, so if you want to draw a irregular shape rather, the first thing is to the first thing is to get a regular square block that completely contain the object. So you can see this block here. So you draw a block where the regular object will be. As you can see, is already there. I'm only indicating it with the red pen. All right. So you draw a block where you will insert the irregular shape. All right. So that's the first stage, and then the next stage is to now begin to add curves. Begin to have Before you add a curve, you begin to give a dotted line of the regular shape you want to draw. Just put your dots on how you want the shape to look like. So having done that, then you begin to join them with your curves, and then bam, you get your irregular shape. Okay, so that's it. That's how you get your irregular shape. But the first stage is to first of all sketch a regular square block like I've just shown. All right, so these are the methods involved in drawing an irregular shapes. Okay, I won't say that. Let's remind ourselves of some of the sketching techniques that we have learned today. Okay, so we have 5 essential methods that form the foundation of freehand sketching. Number one is the straight lines. You're going to draw free lines. You're going to draw by freehand method. You will need your straight lines, and we have said that straight lines are just the shortest path between 2 points using focus eye contact, like we said earlier. So another essential method that we use in freehand sketching is the curves. Okay, the curves, we use them in getting the shape we want by using them to join points together. All right, and then we also mentioned circles. Okay, and we also discussed how to get the perfect circles by drawing equal diameter that crosses one another at a point, and then joining the end point of this diameter to form our circle. We talk about the boxes too. The boxes can be viewed in two ways: the oblique way the oblique view and the isometric view. All right, and we're able to distinguish between the isometric and the oblique view. Then lastly, we mentioned the irregular shapes too. Now, irregular shapes are obtained by first of all getting a square box, drawing a square box rather, and then begin to do a dotted line on that inside the square box, and then joining the point together to obtain the shape that we want. All right. So, in summary, you we need to keep practicing because it is not a one-off thing. So, effective learning required hands-on practice and visual examples. So, you need to keep practicing with the instruction, with the rules we have given for straight line, for circle, for boxes, for curves. You need to keep practicing until you get the exact shape that you want. Because practice, they say, makes perfection. All right. So, freehand sketching is an essential communication tool that combines speed, clarity, and efficiency. By mastering straight lines, curves, circles, boxes, and regular shapes, you can quickly convey complex ideas without specialized instruments. Alright, so that is all we need to learn today about freehand sketching. I hope you have learned something. So, we're doing the cutting here today. Thank you for listening and bye for now.